experiences so far this year with both the men and the women?
Well, for the women, we've had first meet against Santa Barbara. We won that meet, the dual meet down there, and then we won the UC Irvine Invitational a week later. Those races were on September 4th and September 11th, respectively, and then on September 25th, we placed 4th at the Stanford Invitational with several top teams there, and that's been our women's team's highest showing ever at that meet. So the women are progressing well as we head into this weekend, where the competition just gets stiffer with the Pre-National Invitational to be held on the same course that the NCAA championships are run on in Terre Haute, Indiana, where there's several schools entered. So again, the competition keeps progressing, getting better and better, and I think it's a great preparation for the postseason, starting with the Big West Conference Championships October 30th down at UC Riverside. And for the men, it's been a season of putting together some pieces, and again, I use that word progression, and that's what we're doing on the men's side too. Each meet, they've been running stronger and stronger. Their workouts are getting stronger, and we're fielding 4 freshmen and 2 sophomores in our top 7, so it's turned into a year of some very talented and very capable young runners, and we'll see what they can get done on the national stage, and then at the conference championship, where they have not just a little target on their back, but a huge 7 different targets from the last 7 years on their back, and they all know that, but they're young, hungry, and they're going to fight like crazy.
Talk about the talent you have coming in for the Cal Poly Invite, what some of the local fans will be able to see out there, teams and athletes that you know of.
Yeah, well, the college races will have squads from Cal Poly for the people not competing in Indiana, obviously, and then UC Irvine and some competitors from UCLA have indicated they're going to enter, and then some club runners, post-collegiate runners. So, it'll be a field where there's going to be a good chance, I think, for our young runners, again, to try to find each other out on the course, try to run with each other, and try to help each other out. The teams that are running for Cal Poly here are really, the developmental squad, freshmen and sophomores who are really in a mode of trying to progress and get better and better and better. So the meet will serve them very well. And then after the college races, of course, we have our high school section, and we have several high schools from throughout California competing too. So I think we'll have a lot of people out there because some community high schools are competing also. And those races, the high school races, start at 10 a.m. with the varsity girls race, and then the varsity boys run at 10:30, followed by junior varsity races.
What's kind of your mentality going into the Pre-National Invite, just as far as, what would make you happy as far as results individually and as a team?
Well, I want to see good progression. I keep using that word, but it's all about being a better team at the end than you were at the beginning, and now we're coming into the heart of the season, and the Pre-National Invitational is a big test because, again, it's programs from all over the country, and several of the top-ranked programs will be there, and I just want to see our teams compete well against other schools, and there's a lot of bodies out there. These races will have upwards of well over 200 people in each race. So the idea is to challenge themselves and just compete the whole way, racing the whole way, trying to pass bodies the whole way, and just being tough, just racing tough. And they're ready to accomplish that, both the men's and women's teams. And if they do that, then they'll show that progression that we're looking for as we head into the conference and then regional championships.
Hey, Coach, is this the first time the Cal Poly Invitational and the Pre-Nationals have been held at the same time?
Nope, it's been the same weekend every year.
Okay. Mm-hmm. In a perfect world, would you like to have your top runners here run locally in front of the home fans? And does it just happen to fall on the same day for a particular reason, I guess?
Yeah, I think when we started the Cal Poly Invitational, when I started here, that was the traditional weekend. And then, when it got to where I wanted our teams to go face other competition at the Pre-National Invitational, That's the date it's on, and it's hard to move our meet, and I'll be honest, it's a good date for a lot of the high schools, just because of the high school cross-country schedule, because there's a lot of big high school meets on every other weekend, so that's part of it too, to accommodate the high schools that we really want to come over here and showcase Cal Poly. A lot of these schools come over here and they come onto campus and the kids walk around, and so it serves that end too. But certainly I'd love for our top runners to be able to race here, but maybe we'll get to see that at the conference championship, because I want to put in a bid to host that again in the future, because we've hosted it out there at the Fairbanks Quest Cross Country Course in the past, and so hopefully we'll see our top runners competing, if not at the Cal Poly Invitational in the future, then at the Big West Conference Championships again out there at that course.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, because I know you've had that out there before, and I mean, this is the only time I guess fans will get to watch the Cal Poly team on the home course. So, kind of like what Andrew said. Well, if somebody wanted to come out there, what can they expect in terms of, if they've never been to a cross country meet, what can they expect out there?
Right, absolutely. It's a great spectator course. It's off Education Drive across from the Cuesta campus, and you park and you can stand on one hill and watch the whole race. It's a very confined course with several loops. It's a very challenging course. Obviously, we live in a hilly area, so you can bet you're going to have a course with some good hills on it. And it's dirt. It represents cross-country running. There's a bridge that they must cross when they run. There's some switchback turns they take. So it's got everything. And the great thing is it's very spectator-friendly. Some cross-country courses, the runners go off into the forest, and 3 miles have gone by, and there they come out, and you watch them finish. But this isn't that type of course. You can watch the races as they unfold on this course. It's a great spectator course, and that's what people in the community can expect, is to be able to really follow the races and see the races as they develop.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.